Hello everyone, I'm Yazan Ibrahim, or as some of you might know me, yazan.abogosh. Today we're going to dive into a fascinating and essential topic, information systems operations and business continuity management, 26%, concerned with ensuring continuity of services and secure operations. From Chapter 4, Part A, Information Systems Operations, 4.10 IT Service Level Management. If you are a seasoned auditor or just curious to understand how information systems into business environments, you've come to the right place. Let's begin. Imagine a bustling enterprise, its daily operations humming like the gears of a finely tuned machine. At the heart of it all is one essential element, information technology, supporting everything from internal communication and data processing to customer interactions and more. But to keep this digital backbone performing at its peak, it needs structure, oversight, and alignment with business objectives. This is where IT Service Level Management, or ITSM, comes into play. ITSM, the symphony of interdependent processes. The essence of ITSM is simple yet profound. It runs on a framework of discrete processes, each contributing a critical role to the organization's functionality. Though these processes may seem distinct at first glance, each with its unique characteristics, they are deeply interwoven, relying on one another like the instruments in an orchestra coming together to produce harmony. At its core, ITSM starts with a focus on the business. It seeks to align IT services to meet the evolving demands of an enterprise, enhancing both the quality of service and customer satisfaction over time. But this isn't just about keeping things running, it's about constantly improving. ITSM is designed to optimize services, reduce costs in the long term, and regularly fine-tune operations to meet shifting enterprise goals. And the key tool for achieving all of this? Service Level Agreements, or SLAs. Service Level Agreements, SLAs, bridging expectations and delivery. Picture this. A business depends on its IT department or an external service provider to deliver essential functions, a reliable email platform, stable internet services, maybe even a comprehensive intranet or enterprise resource planning system. But how can the business ensure that its unique needs are being met? Enter the SLA. An SLA is, quite literally, a handshake in words, a formal agreement between the IT organization, whether internal or external, and its customer, the business, about what services will be provided and to what standard. It's not written in technobabble or indecipherable jargon. Instead, it's laid out through the lens of the customer, describing the services in plain non-technical terms. But the value of an SLA doesn't stop at defining services. It serves as a benchmark, a living, breathing document that allows the customer to monitor the performance of services provided while holding the IT organization accountable to its end of the bargain. And there's more. Behind these SLAs, the wheels of ITSM are spinning, supported by internal agreements called Operational Level Agreements, OLAs. Think of these as the gears inside the clock. While the SLA sets the time you'll see on the face, the OLAs ensure the machinery works smoothly behind the scenes. Why is this so important? Because business demands are rarely static. They grow, shrink, and shift, often unpredictably. SLAs serve as the bridge between customer expectations and IT delivery, reducing the risk of misunderstandings about what's being provided. They define every aspect of the service, the type, scope, timing, and other relevant details, creating a shared understanding and leaving less room for disputes. The ripple effect, interconnected processes in ITSM. Let's dive deeper into the interconnected web of IT processes through an example. Imagine a help desk that receives a customer complaint. The team begins by classifying the issue as an incident, using tools like the Known Error Database, KADB, for a possible solution. If the incident recurs or grows into something larger, it triggers the problem management process. Sometimes addressing the problem requires a change, a tweak, an update, or perhaps a more significant shift in a system. This is where the change management team steps in. But no change is made rashly. It's always analyzed for cost effectiveness, risk, and feasibility. And more importantly, a fallback plan is prepared because in IT, having a plan B is essential. This process may involve configuration management, where changes are tracked meticulously, whether they're made to a single module in a program or an entire application system. To illustrate, consider software with multiple layers, systems, programs, and modules. Depending on the organization's policies, any significant change, whether at the program or module level, might trigger a new version release, which must then be managed and documented accordingly. This is where service management as a whole steps up. Metrics on accuracy, completeness, timeliness, and security, all crucial characteristics of IT services, are captured and analyzed to further refine these intricate processes. It's all about fine-tuning, like adjusting the notes of a melody to ensure the entire orchestra sounds just right. Tools of the trade, monitoring and measuring IT services. But how does an IT organization know if it's delivering on its promise? This is where effective monitoring comes into play. SLAs can only be effective if they're backed by precision tools to assess the quality of service. Let's explore a few of these tools. Exception reports. Imagine a system where every error is a flare lighting up the sky, drawing attention to inefficiencies. These reports reveal when applications fail or behave abnormally, offering insights that may point to poor design, inadequate testing, or even insufficient training among staff. Each flare is an opportunity to improve. System and application. Logs. Like a digital diary, these logs document every action and event within IT systems. They're critical for spotting abnormalities and behaviors that could compromise operational integrity, but analyzing them manually would be a Herculean task. Thankfully, specialized software can comb through the data, flagging issues like unauthorized program access, improper task sequencing, or incorrect file usage. Operator problem reports and work schedules. These might seem mundane on the surface, but they're invaluable. They log recurring problems, actions taken, and shifts among technical staff. Data that helps IT managers ensure proper human resource allocation, cross-training, and emergency preparedness. By leveraging these tools, IT departments ensure they meet or exceed the expectations laid out in SLAs, turning precise measurements into actionable insights. The outsourcing factor and accountability. In today's interconnected world, many organizations turn to third-party providers for some or even all of their IT services. But outsourcing introduces a layer of complexity, especially when service delivery directly impacts customers. Responsibility for service provision may be handed off, but accountability? That never leaves the organization. For instance, imagine a third-party provider managing a bank's ATMs. If outages occur and customer trust erodes, the damage hits the bank's reputation, not the provider's. This makes stringent monitoring of SLAs even more critical in outsourcing agreements. Through methods such as questionnaires, on-site inspections, or independent third-party assurance reports, like SOC, Service Organization Control Reports, organizations can ensure the provider's controls are robust and effective. Tying it all together, service levels and enterprise architecture. Aligning its services with a company's wider goals requires more than piecemeal adjustments. It demands a well-defined enterprise architecture, EA. Think about an organization with multiple service delivery channels, mobile apps, websites, third-party providers, all fed by one centralized database. To ensure smooth service delivery, these technologies need to harmonize perfectly. Enterprise architecture helps determine operational priorities like availability and recovery options. For essential high availability channels, some organizations might adopt fault-tolerant systems designed to recover within minutes, ensuring operations remain seamless and customers stay satisfied. A clear vision for ITSM success. When everything is carefully aligned, from SLAs that set expectations to meticulously monitored service levels, the result is a perfect synthesis of business goals and technological execution. ITSM doesn't just ensure smooth operations, it fosters continual improvement, driving innovation in service delivery while strengthening the threads of trust between IT and the business it serves. With every metric monitored, every agreement honored, and every process refined, IT becomes more than a service. It becomes a true enabler of success. Thank you for watching, and as always, continue learning. Stay curious, and we'll see you next video.